Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, and I'm at a new hiking place here today, and so anyway, I decided, hey, this morning is a great time to start making a video instead of later on like I normally do. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you could find Starlight at on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is at Kathy with a K Dingman. And I really hope that you're getting out in nature, and make sure you bring plenty of water with you, and wear clothes for that temperature, because like in this area, like here I am like this, but believe me, I'm gonna be taking that off soon. So anyway, I do love all of you, and make sure you're taking really good care of your kids if you do have any, and don't forget your pets. Make sure, depending on where you live, it doesn't really matter where you live, but make sure your pets are not being forgotten, just like your children, and hopefully you're not taking better care of your pets than you are your kids. So anyway, I love all of you, and if you want to see a change or be a change in the world, you could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave a message down below, beep, 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 and don't forget the notification bell like Starlight did, ding, 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 and you can share my videos with anyone. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So here we are, here on a beautiful place, but I'm going to turn this baby around. See, Starlight had to say a but here, but I'm just going to show you these signs here. This is what my butt is all about. So this is kind of one of these places that I've never been to. One like this is, they got a lot of rules in here, and it just, I've never seen so many signs, and but anyway, that is not what I am going to talk to you about today, but it is a beautiful spot. A lot of work has been put into this to make these trails like this with the sides, and I don't know how, bleep, I don't know how long it took for this stuff to get built. So it is beautiful out here. So anyway, here we go again. Go here, just see what's over on this side over here. So anyway, because of my YouTube channel, I know I put on my YouTube channel is to really, my YouTube channel is for everyone, but it's really more, I'm sorry to say more, I shouldn't even say more, but it's really about the kids. I got grandkids, and also, I got kids and I got grandkids, and some of you might have kids or grandkids, or you might know somebody that has kids or grandkids, or somewhere, you might have family members that have kids. Maybe you're an uncle or an aunt, or a grandpa, or of course if you're a grandpa, then you had kids and grandkids. But anyway, I was really wanted to reach out to you, and you can always leave a message in the comments. Is what kind of changes do you see that this world needs? And I know I'm always thinking of different things, because of my life experience. But what is it that you see that needs to be changed in this world? Because I believe that, I believe that we can do this, but we have to have, enough people. And what I've heard, if we can get just at least 1% of the people, the population in the world, that anything is possible. And there is a 1% of the population, I believe, that are being called right now to do certain things in the world, and people are waking up to the reality of the truth that they've been lied to. But that is really not why I'm making this video here either. So the reason why I am making this video is to see what you all think is as far as what bothers you in the world, and where you see that, those things shouldn't be, where, it definitely needs improvement, or maybe, they're doing things that we really don't need in the world. And, there's a lot of people. I just talked to a man this morning that helped me out, because when I woke up this morning, my tire was kind of flat. And so I didn't want to take a risk to driving on the road and making a damage to my car with the tire being like that. So I decided, hey, I'm going to ask him and see if he's got a pump. And he was so sweet, and he helped me out, and we were talking. And so he was mentioning about the 10 Commandments and stuff like that, about different things with the politics and stuff. And, I'm going to have to research that myself, because I was programmed a certain way in the church, to believe different things. But I thought, if my mind really, I've read my Bible over and over again, read my Bible in a year over and over again for years. And the 10 Commandments, if I'm remembering all this right, I really believe that was the Old Testament. But I could be wrong. So I really do. I have to really check that out, because that man got me kind of questioning that. And but we really do. We really need to change a lot of things in the world to make this world a better place. Be that change, you want to see in the world. And it does start with me, and it starts with all of you that are watching. There's a lot of people that, want to see a change in the world. But a lot of times people, don't want to do anything, and they just want to see everybody else take care of it all. But how is that going? How is that going? There's not, hang on, there's a lot of things in the world that do need to get changed, and it does start with us first in order for those changes to come. So if all of us, like not just you and me, or, but if we all started really focusing on us, on me, on you, and work on areas that we know that we need to work on, or even like I didn't know there's a lot of areas that I needed to work on, and and now I'm working on those things, things that I didn't think was a big deal, but now I'm like, oh, I wasn't loving myself enough. So that is a big deal, and that is a big, huge problem in the world. But what are the kind of things? Do you agree with the school system? Of course, nobody agrees with the government. We got that one down, and I'm not here to talk about politics, because Starlight wouldn't even know what she would be talking about anyway, because I don't even trust any of it. And I don't even vote, because I believe it's all set up. They've had that many times over and over again. I believe every time they have a president that they already have the president figured, picked out before they even had the, selected, the votes picked out and all that stuff. So I am not a person, and a lot of people like, oh, everybody told me, I'm like, before, I only going to talk a little bit on this politics stuff, is long time ago I wasn't voting, and people talked me into voting, and I said, but well, why should I vote? Because I don't care for any of the ones that are running for president. So then they were telling me to, it's really sad though. A lot of times you don't even like the ones that we're even voting for, and we do need, like some fresh men out there, and I'm not going to say women out there, but I don't really know really what God thinks about that, whether a man or a woman should be running the world. But, well, presidents out in your area, so when it comes to politics is, I never agreed to any of them. I was kind of like, yeah, I agree to this and I agree to that, but I'm not into politics. I believe in what God wants and what. So anyway, I don't really want to talk about politics because that's not one of the things that I'm here to talk about, but that is a big, huge problem in the world as far as the way the world is going, is because of the ones that are running everything in the world or in your state. So how about, like I said about schools, I got a lot of people coming here. This is beautiful though. This is really, I'll just show you this real quick here. But yeah, so with the schools bringing up your children, is how many of you actually agree that the school should be raising your kids? So I talked to that man this morning, and he was agreeing to the same stuff. That this is beautiful. I'm just amazed by this. But it's really not the school's job to bring up our kids or raise them up. And I know when I was younger, partly the school did, and then later on the church did, and then later on I did. And out of all three of how my kids got brought up, is I loved the homeschooling way better than any of the other stuff. I believe it's our job, and when it comes to, and this is a big, huge problem why the world is going the way it is, it's because people aren't being educated on how to be good parents. What are the parents teaching their kids as far as how to be a good mom or a dad? Are the parents teaching their kids how to be a good mom or a dad or a husband or a wife? Is the school system, and it's not even the school system's job. So, parents, there's a lot of parents out in the world that haven't even been brought up right by their parents because they didn't have an education and stuff like that. These are things that keep on repeating itself, and why we got the kids that we have these days, because a lot of times the parents didn't know what they were doing, because they didn't have good parents. And that we can't keep on repeating that cycle over and over again, because how is the kids, grandkids, or even ones after them are even going to have a good future to look forward to? Who are they going to marry? Who are they going to have babies with? So, I already brought my kids up, my kids already have kids, my daughter, has her own son. My son has, I got 2 grandsons, and with my 2 grandsons, it's sad, but I can't even really spend a whole lot of time with them because of the situation. So, with parents being parents, that we really need to really find out what is right and wrong for our kids, like to keep them safe from different things and keep more an eye onto them, and that is, I made videos before about finding a little girl out in a park, and her mom wasn't even there. I mean, her mom was there, but she wasn't even watching her daughter. I didn't even know where her mom was, and so people, like in the technology, so, and I'm not going to talk about this the whole entire time, but that is a humongous, big, huge problem in this world. And also with the doctors and hospitals and stuff, and what they're doing with the people and what's going on behind the scenes. I am a witness. I am a person that has a voice, and I'm going to use my voice. But there's a lot of abuse going on in the hospitals, and like neglect going on, and it's crazy. I made videos on that. There's not anybody to stand up for the patients. It's all, they listen to the doctors because the doctors diagnose those patients, or these patients that are out there, and they use the system, and they take their money and they lock them up in psych hospitals, and they over medicate them or under medicate them or whatever. So that's another huge problem that needs to get solved in this world, is to stop the abuse at hospitals and stop the abuse with doctors and stop over medicating the people out in the world. That's a big, huge problem in the world today. Besides that is, what other things is going on in the world, that why this world is still repeating the same cycle over and over again? How about people trying to control other people and telling them what they can do and can't do? There's a lot of churches out there that do this. They tell people what they can and can't do and judge them, and those are things that God is not pleased with. That's not their place. We all have a free will, and we can't let other people control us. We need to take our power back, and we need to be in charge of our life. God, we've been lied to from the beginning. How about people that are older, that go through abuse in nursing homes? I've witnessed so much in my life. I've worked with elderly people. I've worked with handicapped people. These are things that, nobody helps these people out. They think that they cover everything up and they get away with a lot. Sometimes they actually get caught for these things, but it's a shame that people that are getting older and they can't even take care of themselves. I meet them all the time. I just met a lady. I'm like, oh my, I don't blame them not wanting to go in a nursing home, because I've been at nursing homes and I've seen the neglect. It's very hard for anybody to, find a good place for their mom and dad and feel that they're going to be taken care of. Hello. This is beautiful out here.
For your first time?
Yes. Yep.
It's pretty magnificent.
Yes, it is.
Any time of day.
Oh yeah, enjoy.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank you. So these things in the world is that, we all, if we do our part, like working on ourselves and be that voice, if you see somebody being neglected or abused, we need to speak up for those people, in the world, because there's sometimes these people are so medicated up that they just go along with the program, and they're, I have a huge heart for elderly people. I have a huge heart for everyone. I don't care what skin color you have or what background you came from, whether you're homeless or whether you're rich or whatever, is that, there's a lot of people that are suffering in the world, and it seems like the way society is, it's okay, it's acceptable. It's not acceptable. We really need to take back this world, and take back what God actually has, this is Mother Earth here. She's going through a lot. A lot of people are upset with the way Mother Earth is being treated, and, the trash and the pollution and all that stuff. So, there's so many things in this world, and animals, so we need to be a voice to, I'm one of those people that I see animal abuse, and I just recently did make a phone call, and, I still, even though the animal people didn't think what I said, mattered, if I was the animal control people that was saying whether it was abuse or not, I just don't believe it's right for these hunting dogs to be cramped up into a truck just to go hunting. It's just that they should have only had a few in that truck. They shouldn't have been cramped up the way I seen it. But even the animal people were acting like that was okay. If I was I'm a spirit being having a human experience, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be cramped up like that and in the back of a truck on a hot summer day. So there's things that are, it's just like there's nobody that cares, but that's not true. There's a lot of people in the world that care, and those are the people that I'm trying to reach out to, the people that really do notice stuff. That's the whole thing, is that a lot of people, they think it's normal to just see all this stuff, and that, but we got to do something about it, you know. And also, like, I make lots of videos. At first I wasn't making a lot, but now I am. Is homelessness, people being homeless, the stuff that's going on behind the scenes there. Homeless people that are being abused, homeless people that are being used by the system, homeless people that are being treated less than animals, homeless people that are medicated up and that they're taking their money for, you know, they're medicating them up so they're not even aware of what's going on. You know, there shouldn't be any person living out on the street or even in a shelter, you know, but everybody, not everybody, but a good portion of the people just overlook it. You know, I've witnessed a lot of stuff. People giving homeless people, food that's half rotten. You know, that's not right to feed them half rotten food. You know, so there's so many things in the world, you know, like, in the prices of all the stuff that's going on in the world, and prices get higher and higher, you know, like, really, like, I like coffee in the morning, but really, how much really worth is one cup of coffee? I make a joke about that, but really, you know, you figure one can of coffee and they're charging how much for a cup of coffee? You know, the prices on everything has gone up, but, you know, people will just keep on going out. And if we just stop supporting those places and stop going out and buying this stuff, then you know what? They would be forced to put their prices down. But I know I'm guilty of that too, you know, well, I go to the cheaper places for coffee. It's like, I don't go to Starbucks to get coffee. I mean, a long time ago, it was like 5 something, almost $6 for, of course, that stuff is a lot different than other coffee. But I'm trying to think of other things. I talked about animals, elderly people, the little kids, about abuse and being mistreated by the school system, churches, and parents, you know. So we really do. There's a lot of things, and I'm sorry that this sounds all negative, but that's why we need to wake up. It is not okay. You know, all this stuff is not okay. You know, we really need to come together as a, you know, like, as a family, and really to do a work in us, first in us, you know. And, you know, we all have different talents and gifts. You know, we have things inside of us that we can actually help the world out, but we need to get more people out in the world to really wake up to, you know, that we're supposed to be the people to speak up and be the ones controlling everything, but that's not how this is. We need to take that power back and, you know, tell the government how, hey, we're not going to put up with this anymore. You know, we want our children and our children's children to have a future. Like Michael Jackson has that beautiful song, you know, and we do. It is about the kids, you know. And, you know, with the Hollywood stars, speaking of him, is, you know, those people go through so much stuff just to be the stars that they are today. And we really need to really protect our children from a lot of that stuff out there, and all the things that they have to set them up. You know, they act like they give these kids permission to do certain things at the age of 18, and I am totally against those things. You know, there's things, you know, why don't they let these teenagers, 18-year-old, you know, why don't they let them live their life and find out who the heck are they before they just hurry up and snatch them and put them in the military, or snatch them and put them in porn industries? You know, why are they doing this to our children? You know, let them figure out who they are. Give them a break. They've gone through so much just to get through and get their education, and everybody's so quick to hurry up and snatch them and hurry, you know, because they want to program them. That's all about, you know, and use them and, you know, take them away, you know. And they really, 21 shouldn't be the age, you know. I believe a lot of people would agree to that. They're just not old enough to understand really what is going on. It is something, you know, with it should be give them some freedom, some time to figure it out. You know, they're just got done with high school, you know, and you know there's women out there and men, they fall for these sites online or and saying that they could be a model, and you know it goes from being a model to a porn star, or even selling their bodies out on online on chat sites, you know, and this is where we really need to, you know, like that all needs to stop. You know, these poor kids, they go through so much. But anyway, I know my video is getting long, but isn't this such a beautiful hiking place here? This is a lot of money that has gone into this place. But anyway, I'm just going to show you here real quick in the bushes. It's all like beautiful land. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video today, and it is very important that you think about what kind of things do you want to see change in this world. And I named a big list, and I know I didn't name everything that is the things that we really need to work on, or, you know, like I believe there's many people in the whole world that, you know, we can make this happen. It just, you know, we got to start now, though. We can't like just put it off and think it's going to take care of itself, because it's not going to take care of itself. But we really do need to first focus on ourselves, work on ourselves, and that way we can help those other people that are going through so much. You know, all these people, all, you know, from little kids all the way to elderly people. You know, we really need to be that voice. If you see something, say something. Don't let people abuse other people or animals. Please be that voice that you're gonna speak up. And sometimes you have to, like, I didn't know this before, is find out, hey, if they don't listen to you, find out somebody that will listen to you. Because I've reported abuse before, and like places for handicapped people, and you know they kicked me out. So we really need to be a voice for anybody out there that doesn't have a voice for themselves, and you know, make those reports that we, you know, make sure that they're going to do something about it, and don't let them, you know, abuse the people or children or animals. And so anyway, I do hope you really get a lot of help from this video. You could give this video a thumbs up, and also you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Also, don't forget the notification bell, ding ding ding, and you can leave a message down below, beep beep beep. Plus, don't forget on Instagram, you can find me there, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So if you have any other things that I haven't listed, and like I said, that video would have, you know, these are the things that I could think of right off the bat, is things that I see that needs a big, huge change in the world. But if you got anything that I didn't get on this video, please put a message down below, you know, because I would really love to hear from all of you is what you think. What is it that really is a big eyesore, you know, in this world, you know, as far as how things are going. And I know I said a lot, and so really it's just, that is really about my YouTube channel, these are the things that we really need to work on, besides many other things. But I need all of you, I really do. We need to do this together, you know, because it's the children, you know, and it's Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, planet Earth, Mother Gaia, you know, she needs help. So I love all of you. This is Starlight. This is Starlight, love, light, and